Why does it sometimes feel like our students expect everything but appreciate nothing? You spend your own money on fresh crayons so everyone has the supplies they need. You pass them out thinking it'll make the day a little brighter. And within minutes, you hear, "That's not fair, someone took the blue," or "I don't want this one, it's broken." Not a single student notices that you made sure that they even had new crayons in the first place. You try and teach gratitude, but your gratitude lessons, do they seem to stick for a day but then disappear by the next week? Are your students quick to ask for more, but slow to say thank you? You might be wondering, how do we actually teach gratitude in a way that changes behavior? How do we build gratitude in a classroom where complaining feels like the default? Because here's the truth. Gratitude can shift your whole classroom culture. When students learn to notice the good around them and appreciate what others do, you'll see less entitlement, more empathy, and a smoother classroom community. In this video, I'm sharing my 10 favorite gratitude picture books that help teach gratitude so it actually sticks and becomes part of how your classroom runs every day. Don't forget that gratitude is for more than just November. So I love to sprinkle it throughout the year and try and read at least one book a month. Okay, so first up is this book called Gratitude is My Superpower. And it's a rhyming book about a little girl named Betsy. She's worried about her turtle, Mr. T. Her mom teaches her to use something called a gratitude stone when she feels blue, which is just a rock. Whenever something doesn't go just right, she squeezes her stone and thinks of what she could be grateful for instead. This book is perfect to teach the word gratitude and what it means. I love the connection to a gratitude stone, and I also love to have my students find a gratitude stone for themselves so that they can also practice it at the same time after the book. All right, our next one is called The Thankful Book, and it's a simple book that goes through all the things that you can be thankful for. This book is perfect to begin to teach gratitude and just seeing all the things that you could be thankful for every day. The next one is definitely deeper, and it's called Last Stop on Market Street. This book is about a boy named CJ who rides the bus with his Nana because they don't have a car. The ride all the way down to the last stop on Market Street, where after church, where there's a soup kitchen in a very rundown part of the town, they're gonna serve soup. CJ may not have free time after church, a car, or an iPod, but the book focuses in on the things CJ does have and gets to be grateful for as they ride the bus. This book is perfect to teach kids to be grateful for what you have. It's great for like needs versus wants also. The next is called The Thank You Letter. So Grace makes a birthday wish. She has a wonderful birthday party, and then the next day she gets out her new pens to write everyone from the party a thank you note. But then she realizes that people are enjoying them. So she keeps writing and writing thank you notes to everyone around the neighborhood too. And then something special happens. All the people that she wrote a thank you note to write her back a love note. This book is perfect for teaching kids to show their gratitude through thank you notes and making people feel appreciated. I really like to read this one, especially before Teacher Appreciation and all the appreciation holidays. The next one is called Finding Grateful. And it's about what grateful is. Being grateful is about paying attention and being present. So the little girl asks through the book about if grateful means different things. This book is perfect to talk to kids about what the word grateful means. I really like to use this book after we've already explored gratitude a little bit, so that as the girl poses the question of, is this grateful, that my students can answer. The next book is called Thank You for the Little Things. This book is about a boy who says that when he feels mad or sad, he focuses in on the little things. Then he tells each little thing he sees that he's thankful for. I love this book to teach kids to really look for all the little things that they can be grateful for each day. This book gives great examples of all the little tiny things that you can see throughout your day. All right, the next book is called The Gratitude Jar. And this book is about a little girl named Mina who starts off feeling like life's unfair. Everything's unfair. She didn't get the color of bracelet that she wanted. and she feels like it's unfair. It's unfair that she has a smaller house than her friend, and it's unfair that she has to share a room with her sister. After hearing Mina complain that thing after thing after thing is unfair, Mina's mom says that they need to make a gratitude jar. So each day they think of one thing that they are grateful for, they write it on a piece of paper, and they drop it in the jar. And then when it gets to Thanksgiving, they take out all the slits of paper and they read through all the things that they're grateful for. This book is perfect if you have kids who are constantly dissatisfied or saying that's not fair. I also love that you can make a gratitude jar for your classroom or for each student. And personally, I like to read this book in October or November so that students can read their slips on Thanksgiving like Mina in the book. All right, our next book is called Gracias/Thanks. This book is about a little boy going through his day telling everything thank you. Thank you, sky, for being blue. And it's the perfect book to discuss little moments in our day that we can be grateful for that we wouldn't normally think of. All right, our next set of books teaches gratitude in a less obvious way. The other ones were like very upfront, like gratitude. These have gratitude naturally woven into the stories. So the first book is called Those Shoes. And this is a book about a little boy who just wants a pair of shoes that everyone else seems to have. But his family is all about needs, not wants. So one day his grandma says that she has some extra money, and so they can go look and see how much those shoes cost, and they're too much. They go hunting for these shoes. The little boy remembers, oh, like it might be at a thrift store. And they find a pair, but they're too small. His grandma won't buy them for him because they're too small, so he ends up buying them with his own money, and he tries to wear them, but they just don't fit. One day he notices another boy in his class has tape on his shoes because they're falling apart. And so eventually he gives the boy the new shoes. In the end, he finds himself thankful for the other shoes. So his grandma actually bought him some new winter boots because that's what he needed. And he finds himself thankful for those. This book is perfect to teach wants versus needs, but it also teaches kids being grateful for what you have in a way that kids really understand because they understand things like shoes. Our next book is called Too Much Noise, and it's a book about an old man named Peter. Peter hates all the noises around him, all the noises that his house makes. So he goes to see this wise man to ask what to do. And the wise man first instructs him to get a cow, and then he comes back. And then he says, get a donkey, and he comes back. And then he gets all these more animals. And then he gets mad, and he is like, my house is even noisier. So the wise man tells him to let all the animals go. And the old man does. And that's when Peter realizes that his quiet house noises, those little tiny noises that annoyed him in the beginning, can actually be enjoyable. This book is great to teach this. You think you want something else, but what you actually have is already enough. Being kind and gratitude are two sides of the same coin. That's why next, you're gonna wanna watch this video where I share my top books for teaching kindness. See you guys next time.